Let me know when you're seeing the screen, please. Are you seeing the screen?
Yes, miss.
All right.
Yes, miss.
All right. So now, this is a type of question that can come on your. We did start something last week, right? When we did the breakdown of the recipes and so on to break it down. So this is basically the same thing. So look at this recipe. First of all, look at the first thing now. Tell me what this is saying. Read what the first one is saying. What's the first thing at the top here? First item.
60
60
pound shrimp
pounds
at
of shrimp.
$5,000.
You mean,
Case of
so
eight
that's it.
dollars.
All right. Case of 80 pounds. What do you think that means? Anyone? What do you think that mean? What do you think all of this statement mean? 60 pounds of shrimp, at $5,000, case of it. What do you think that mean? What is it actually saying?
Miss, that you want to order 60 pounds of shrimp, but like Miss, they don't sell like 60 pounds by itself. They sell it by the case, which is normally 80 pounds.
All right. And how much 80 pounds cost?
$5,000.
Exactly. Great. So this is saying that it's the 80 pounds cost $5,000, but we want to actually find the cost for 60 pounds. We don't know that. Right? So the case is for the 80 pounds, but we want to find the cost for 50 pounds. How you buy your item is different from how you want to cost your things. So how you buy it is always different. Remember you're buying bulk, and when you're buying bulk, then you have to break down your recipe in order to get the amount that you need, the cost that you need. Look at the second one. Is the second one saying?
2 pound of garlic at $160 per pound.
Right? So what is it saying? What is it saying?
It's
Make
saying
this
that
what
$160 is for no garlic, and you want 2 pounds. So you have to work
All
it
right.
out to get the answer.
All right. Good. Look at the next one. Now we're going to one item at a time. Next one. What is on the one for onion saying?
3 pounds of onion at $80 a pound. Meaning
So
that
that,
$80 per pound, but you want 3 pound of onion.
all right. Excellent. We want to try the next one. The next one saying. And please note this. Use notes. And we did this before 16 ounce. We did ounce to pound equal 1 pound. All right, go ahead. Look at the next one now. Oregano.
Miss, you
12
want
ounces of
12
oregano at
ounces.
150 per pound.
I'm not able to see, so that's one person speak, but I'm not able to see if anybody raising them hand. So, but because I'm sharing the screen. All right, so it is $150 a pound, and we want the cost for how much?
12 ounce.
12 ounce. All right. So this is what we all right. So moving down the line. Next one. Hear your voice, sir. You can't know me. Hold a sec for me, please. And that me must start to mistake. Yes, mistake, doctor. No, 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 you hold a sec, please. Sorry about. Okay, I am going to have a meeting shortly, so I don't know about that. Okay, okay, look at the next one, please. Who can tell me about the basil? What do we
12
know?
ounces of basil and $200 per pound.
So we want to find the cost for what?
12 ounces of basil.
12 ounce. All right. Come, next one.
A pack of coconut milk when it's $300 per dozen.
All right, how much is a dozen?
$300.
How much is a dozen? No, not how much money. How much is a
Oh,
dozen?
12,
What is a
12,
dozen? Huh?
12, 12,
12.
12.
Right. What we know that is how much how much we want to find the cost of?
8 packs.
6.
8. All right. So look at ketchup now. Look at ketchup. What is ketchup
Maybe
say?
24 ounces of ketchup, and the cost is $200 per bottle, and the bottle contains 32 ounces.
All right.
But we
What
need
we want, son? We want to do what?
we need we need to find a price for 24 ounces of ketchup.
Great. Excellent. Well, bright people this now. All right. So we basically have the understanding of what it is saying. So let us work, working it together. Let us work now, each step by step. But let us look at the question that is asked, because a question like this can come on the test. You must estimate the labor and overhead costs at 40% of food cost. Remember the food, what is the difference between cost and price? What is the difference between cost and price?
Miss, the cost would be let me see, the overall sum of money paid for the food.
And what will be the price?
Miss, the price is the individual, miss, the individual amount of money being spent on the different types of foods being.
No, no, no. You get it half right. You're still telling me the same thing. Cost is different from price.
Miss,
Anybody have oh, go ahead.
it's like when you're buying stuff in the supermarket, you normally see the
That
price.
is your cost. That
That's the
is your cost. But
price.
what would be the
Next, price is the
price?
amount of money you spent.
Huh?
The price is the amount of money that you spend to buy it.
And what is the price? What would be price?
The
Which one of them?
valued amount that the food costs.
No. It will be how much you will be selling it. That will be the price. Right? You're pricing the thing, so you will be how much you will sell it for. So what will be how you buy what you spend to buy it will be a cost, and how you and what you cost to, and what the price you put to sell it would be your price. So that's the difference between cost and price in this aspect. You get the difference? Getting the difference?
Yes, miss.
Yeah, your price is what you're selling it at. So what we're trying to work out now is the price. But what we're trying to work out, what we have to work out first. So these are what some questions I make. How much estimate the labor cost at 40% of food costs. It says 240 cupcakes at $450 per dozen to be included in the menu. The packaging cost should be at $850, and the transportation cost is 6% of food cost, and the cost for the menu at 30% markup on cost. So that means now after we work out all of this, then we put the markup on it. So the markup is really more for there in way for us to make a profit, right? Because you know in everything you have to pay the labor. So all of this is costing us. So let's work it out step by step. The first thing we want to work out is the cost for each of the items. So let us work shrimp first. What do we know about shrimp? What do we know about shrimp?
Miss, you know that we want 60 pounds of shrimp and the case costs $5,000, which entails 80 pounds.
All right. So what would we have to find out first? In order for us to find out how much 60 pounds costs, what do we have to calculate? What do you think we have to do in order to find out how much for the 60 pound? How you think we could be able to calculate that?
Miss, you're going to have to divide. Miss, I think you do the 60 pounds over the 80 pounds and then multiply it by 5,000.
No, that's not what we will do. Anybody else want to try? Look at it carefully. We know that $5,000 is for 80 pounds, but we want to find the cost for 60. Think again.
Means you have to find the cost £1.
Miss,
Yes, excellent. Find the cost for £1 first.
Mister, you would divide the 80 pounds by the 5,000.
Exactly. So you have to divide the 5,000 by the 80, not the other way around, by the 80 to find how much for the £1 first. So how much is that?
Miss, oh no, never mind.
Come, who working that out? What's the cost per pound?
Yeah, 62.5, which is basically $62.05, I think.
50 cents. Remember point five, remember place all. So
Yeah.
$62.50 per pound. So we know how much is it per pound. What else we want to find? We want to find how much for how many pounds?
60.
60. So what we're going to do next?
Multiply the 60, what you said, 62 or something like that. Miss, multiply the 62.50 cents by 60.
Yeah, good. So how much will be now? How much is that?
Maybe you can just repeat that step.
$3,660.
Come again?
$3,750.
All right, Somebody else was
Miss,
asking something.
yes, Miss, you can just repeat that last step in order to get the 8,750.
All right, we'll find out how much a 1 pound. You understand up to there?
Yes, Miss.
Right? So we times it by how much shrimp we want to find the cost of for the recipe asks for 60 pounds. So if we times it by the 60 in order to get how much for 60 pounds of shrimp.
So, Miss, basically, we're going to times the 60 pound by the 62.50.
That's right.
Okay.
You're not seeing it on my screen?
I am, Miss, but I didn't understand how you got the
Okay.
2,000.
Okay. Right. So we're right. So we'll find the cost of one and then we times it now by how much the recipe asks for. Cause this is what we want to find the cost of, want to find the cost for the 60 pounds.
Yes, Miss.
All right. So we work out shrimp. What's the next one we need to work out? Garlic. So what would we do now next? It is $160 per pound and the price it asks for 2 pounds. So what would we do to find out the cost for that?
Miss, you multiply the 160. Wait, it's a what? Miss, you multiply the 160 by 2.
Okay, good, excellent. So how much is that now?
160 times 4. 320.
320, excellent. The next one is the onion.
Miss, you're going to do the same. You're going to multiply the 80. I think that says $80 per pound. You're going to multiply the 80 by 3.
All right, and what does that give us?
$240.
Okay, excellent. All right, now here is the next one now. The oregano we need to work out now. Look at what it is saying. It says now $150 per pound, and we want to find the cost for 12 ounce. How we going to work out that now? I want to see who can get it first. Come now, come put on your thinking.
16 divided by, Miss, would it be 16 divided by 150?
There we are wrong, but yes, who that? That's who. Who is that speaking? Because I'm not able to see.
Mrs. Kamaya.
Kaya, great, excellent. So you do the 150 and you divide it by the 16. Why would you divide by 16?
Miss, because you said earlier that 16 ounces equal to a pound.
Well, me know who I get a contest, mama. Excellent, because 16 ounce equal 1 pound, and we want to find the cost for the 12. We must divide by the 16 to find out how much. What we want to find out first, how much for what we want to find the cost for what first.
Miss,
Find the cost for what?
1 ounce.
1 ounce. Excellent. Excellent. So what will be the cost for the 1 ounce now?
$9.40.
All right. Okay, I can work with that. Any questions so far, anybody? Any questions so far? Are you following?
Yes, Miss.
Let us look at the next one. Basil. Who we know? What do you know about basil?
Miss, you want 12 ounces and $200 equal to 1 pound.
So what we have to find first?
How much it costs for 1 ounce of basil?
Okay, so what's the process? Let me hear it.
Miss, you're going to divide the cost for the 1 pound, which is $200, divided by 16 ounces.
All right, what does that give us?
$12.50.
All right, so this is $12.50 per ounce, and then
And
and
then
then the
to multiply 12 by the $12.50.
and that give us
Mr. Coming. $150.
150. Excellent. Any questions, anybody? Are we clear? Are we following?
Yes, Miss. Clear as day.
Miss, I,
Okay,
Miss,
excellent.
I the numbers.
Come again?
Basil equal. I'm all
I'm
seeing
asking.
the numbers.
Up the top here, so you're talking the recipe part.
Basil. Yes. The basil
See there.
equal what?
Is which part you want to see? The working out?
Yes.
See there.
Repeat the basil part, miss.
See there on the screen. Are you not seeing the screen?
I'm not seeing the numbers properly.
We're saying it is 200 and we divide it by the 16 in order to find out how much per ounce. And then now, which is $12. When we divide the 200 by the 16, we get $12.50. And then we times that by 12 because it's 12 ounce of basil. We want to find the cost of, and then that give us $150. Set up the something for Miss WhatsApp for me, please, so she can get the link. Cause oh. Oh, 1 sec, please. All right, what we want to find next? What's the next thing we want to find? What's the next thing we're going to find?
Miss, the 8 packs of coconut milk.
So coconut milk is the next one. All right. So how can we find out for the 8 packs of coconut milk?
Miss, it's $300 per dozen.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have to divide the $300 divided by 12.
Mm-hmm. And what does that give us?
$25.
All right. And then what we would do, so this is $25 per pack,
Per pack.
right?
Times the $25 times the 8.
Times the 8. No, good. And that will give us now
$200.
200. Okay, excellent. Now listen careful, young people. I'm saying this to you. These are questions that I'm asking persons to please, when I do send out these things, please pay keen attention. Look back at it. Try and work it out for yourself. Because these things are going to cause us, bite us right back in the butt. Because we have to learn to work out the costing for our menus, right? Okay, I just want to put it out there that we have to treat this class serious. Let me see how many persons are online. 3, 6, 9. 9 out of the whole class. I'm sorry for them, you know, but I am not going to sit down and teach this all over again. All right, let's go through. What is the next one we want to find the cost of? Is the ketchup next? What do we know about ketchup?
We know that we want 24 ounces of ketchup, but they only have the 32 ounce, which costs $200.
Right. So how can we now find out how much for the 24 ounce?
We will divide the $200 divided by the 32 ounce.
Come on, your panta pay game today. Yes. Go ahead. What's the cut?
Miss, and that is $6.25 per ounce.
Right.
And then you're going to
Then
multiply that by 24 ounces.
Equal 150.
150. Great. Excellent. So okay, we have 3 more to work out. Let's go again now. The next one again, 16s of tomato paste at $2,400 per dozen. So, tomato paste. Now, you see how I'm working it out? You see how I'm putting it out step by step? This is the way you have to do it. This is the way you have to do it. And not just writing answer, but showing how you get to your answer. Do the working out, do the step by step. All right, let's work out tomato paste next. Go ahead.
Miss, so it says that we want 16s of tomato paste, and it's sold by the dozen for $2,400. So what we're going to do is divide the $2,400 by what am I going to say two? By two, yes, two.
By who?
By two, Miss.
Look at what does it mean?
Miss, by two, Miss, because we want 6. So then
No. We have to break it down same way because this could have been 7 or this could have been 8 or this could have been 9. Break it down same way. We're not taking any shortcuts. We find how much for how much first. What must find out for how much first?
Miss, for 1.
Yes, you have to break it down same way because anything can change. This could have been 7 or 8 or 9.
Yes, Miss, but this way would be easier because you know it's just half.
Oh no, not shortcutting the thing. Let us work it the proper way. So this is what we are expecting you to work it out. Not so please
Equal
go ahead.
$200. $200 for one.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
13 and
Times
then
6 times by 6 equal 120.
Equal what?
1,200.
1,200. Okay, great. Look here, we're not taking any shortcuts to this thing. We have to work it out just like how we see it. All right, now this one is our next one now. It says half pound of salt and it's $60 per pound. So let us work out the salt. Yeah, you're gonna tell me divide by 2, don't it? So salt,
Miss R, we're going to convert it to ounce. If we could.
yes, we can. Yes, we'll have to convert it to ounce. So it is a 16. It is the $60. What we're doing with the $60? We divide it by what?
16.
16, and that gives us what?
$3.75 per ounce.
3.75 per ounce. And what? And then now, what do we do with the half?
Half is 16. 8, so it would be 3.75
So that I can
multiplied by 8.
What we times it by?
them
8.
You are saying 8, but I'm not. I'm seeing a half here, so don't tell me nothing about the 8. I see half pound here.
Yes, miss, but the half of the
So you're
16.
saying you're converting it to it. All right,
Miss,
so you see
I
if you're
remember
doing
so
that,
we
but
already
hold on,
converted it to the.
hold on. Hear what I'm saying. If you're going to be doing that, you have to say half pound. Hold on, right? Half pound, and put in bracket also 8 ounce, because you have to see that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, miss.
Right? So you have to know that that's what you're doing, and we know that you convert it to ounce. So if that's what you're doing, then fine. So how much is that? And
$30.
so much? $30. All right. But you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, miss.
We
Yes,
must
miss.
see how you get every little aspect. You can't just put it down, so, and then think, and then then you must guess. You must see the working out process, because you do get marks on the working out process. All right, the last one now is the noodleness. What do we know?
That we want 10 packs of noodleness, but they only sell it by the dozen, and the dozen costs. Miss, I can't see how much the dozen costs.
There it is.
$5,000.
So what we want to find? So how we going to work that out now?
So it would be the $5,000 divided by 12. Which equals to $416.70.
All right. And then now what we do with that?
Multiply that by 10.
And that give us
$4,166.70.
all right. Great. All right, so we have worked out the cost for each item. We have worked out the cost for each item. So let us add it up now. We have to add up everything now.
Miss, you can go back down to the noodle, please.
Sure. There it is. So let us add the total cost. What's the cost for the shrimp?
What's the cost for the shrimp?
We did not write that to no go along.
12.50.
And slap it today. What's the cost for the shrimp?
What is my right down? $3,750.
3,750. We must find the cost for total cost. What's the next one? What's the cost for the garlic?
$320.
The next one,
$240.
240. Next one,
$9.40.
next one,
Plus $150.
then
Plus $200.
yeah,
150.
then
1,200.
okay, okay, then
$30.
and then
$4,166.70.
all right. So what is the total cost now? What's the overall amount? Add that up, please. Let me know the overall.
$10,216.10.
Anybody else got that?
Yes, yes.
Everybody got the same thing? Anybody else got anything different? Speak to me now, class.
Miss, how much is that you got?
Come again?
No, Miss, I got the same thing.
Got the same thing?
Yes,
All right. So we know our total food cost. We know our total food cost. Good. So now is when we go to the each question now. It says you must estimate. Now look at it now. It's a bit tricky because number 2 says the 450 must add to the menu. So therefore, before we even can find the 40% labor cost, we have to add the cupcake first because it's also a part of the menu. So it can be tricky. You see, the questioning can be tricky. So you have to find out the cost with the cupcake first and then add it to it then before you can go and do the overhead. So let us find out the cupcake. So let us look at it. It says here 240 cupcakes at $450 per dozen to be included in the menu. So what is the cost for the 240 cupcakes?
Miss, you're gonna work that out per dozen. So you're going to organize the 240 in dozens, then you calculate it and then you get the Then you get the
All right,
final
so
and
how
you
much
add it to the total
so
cost.
how much dozens are in the 240? How we going to work out? How much dozen in the 240 then?
Miss, 20 dozens is in the 240. So with
How
that
you get
20,
it?
you're gonna time.
How you get it? How you get it? How you get it?
Instead, you divide 12 by 240 and you get the 20.
40 by the 12 and we'll get the 20.
20.
Good. That is 20 dozen. All right. So what we'll do with this 20 dozen, we're going to do what with it now?
We're going to times it by the cost they give us per dozen.
Which is what?
Miss, I can't see the screen because I'm working it out.
What is it?
450,
Anybody
miss.
see? 450, right? So you times it now by the 450 and
450. And you're going to get $9,000.
9. So now we have to add now this now. We have to add it now. The
Miss,
$9,000. Yes?
before you continue, I did it the same way that we were doing the rest of them, miss, and I still get the same.
What do you mean?
Miss, like the when we were doing the shrimp
So you
and the
divide it by it. You divided it by what?
miss, I
You
divided
type
the 450 by 12.
right. Now that we do. Did you?
No, miss, you did by the dozen.
Oh, we'll find out how much dozen. Okay, you divide the 450 by the 12 and then you times it.
By 240 and I end up with the 9,000. So miss, you
No
can still do like
problem. It can work out both ways. Not a
Miss,
problem.
but you said that we shouldn't take any shortcuts.
No, it is not a shortcut. I
that's
found out how
correct.
much dozen was in the chocolate cake. That's what I
Miss,
did. I
it's
didn't take
still
any.
a
I
shortcut,
didn't.
miss, because
It's
you
not
did
a
it fast.
shortcut. Hold on. They are two different. No, it's not a shortcut. I wanted to find out how much dozen cupcakes I have. 240 don't tell me because it says, if you look at the question, it says $450 per dozen. So I will want, it's based on the question, you know. It's based on the question. This I must find out how much dozen cupcake I have. Wouldn't you want to find out how much dozen cupcake you have? Did we know that?
But
Did we
Miss
know?
Cole,
Yes?
Miss,
Go ahead.
seeing the question that we have, they're telling us how they want us to work out the question. That's a simple math problem. Anybody can look and analyze that. They want us to find it out in dozens, then add
In
and whatever.
dozens. Based on the question, right? It's out. You have to look at how the question is asked. It says $450 per dozen. That means that they want us to find out um in the dozens because of how the question is formatted. So you have to look at it that way as well. We have to keep our thinking caps. It's not just hard and fast. As I didn't take any shortcuts, I did the workout. I found how much dozen cupcakes there were. I worked it out and then I find out now how much for the 20 dozen. So I didn't take any shortcut in there. It's just a different way of working it. But it depends on how the question is formatted. So if you wanted to work it out the other way, it would have worked out the same. But you have to look at what the question is formatted. Clear?
Yes.
So
Yes,
don't.
miss.
All right, let's look at how it's formatted. So now we're going to add this now to the 9,000. Add the 9,000. Tell me now how much is it now? Add the
It's
That's
9,000.
$9,216.
19,216.
19,216.10. That's it.
$16.10.
All right, good. So now we have found out the total, right? We have found out the total food costs. So the next step now, so we can tick that off. We'll tick this off. We'll find that out. We'll work that out already. That's probably all a 4 or 5 mark right this already. 2 or 3 marks, I mean, right there. So let us work the next one. We're going to find out now the labor costs. So it's a 40% of food cost. So how we're going to work out the labor cost now? Because we have to find out the labor cost. How we're going to find out that? Come, talk to me, gent people.
Miss, you're going to work out the Miss, you're going to divide the total food cost and work it out by 40% in order to get the labor cost.
What does off mean? What's
Times
off? Right. So it says 40% off food cost. So it will be and remember percent is what? Percentage is out of what?
100.
So it is 40% times what?
100, Miss.
No man, 40%. All right, so 40 divided by the 100
Mm-hmm.
times
Times
what?
19,216.10.
Okay, so what is the answer for that now?
$7,686 and
7,600.
$7,686
Mm-hmm.
and 44 cents.
768640
44. 44.
44. All right. Anybody else got that?
Yes, miss.
All right. So we worked out the labor cost. The next thing now it says, okay, now although it says packaging, let us not touch the packaging yet because it wouldn't be a part of food cost as yet. So next thing we can work out, see, I have to look at the question, it's going to be like similar like this. So you see now transportation cost is 6% of food cost. So it is the same process. So transportation we're working out next. So tell me now how we're going to work out the transportation.
Yes, we're going to put the 6/10 and times it by the total.
No, percent is out of what?
6 over 100
100.
multiplied by 19,260.
Percent is out of 100, so you're right.
Yes, Miss, that's what I meant. Sorry about 10. That's what I meant.
All right, so we times it by the 19. So you notice that we're not adding, we're not adding everything yet, you know. We're not adding everything yet. We're finding it off the food cost all the time. First. Yes, go ahead.
Miss, why 19,000 when we did have 2,686?
What we add was?
Miss, why are we multiplying it by 19,000 instead of 7,686?
Because it says a food
Okay.
cost.
Food cost.
It's labor cost. This is 7,000 is labor cost, you know, not food cost.
Okay.
Remember, it said the 19,000 is our food cost figure. The
That's
7,000 was our labor cost. We'll just work out. We'll soon see how we do with when we work out all of those figures. We'll soon see how we're going to use them. Right? You understand what I was saying?
yes, miss.
Right. So we work on the labor costs, but now we're working on transportation. We must find it of food costs. So always remember it. What this word, the food cost. So what will be now the transportation? What will be the transportation figure?
$1,152. $1,053 because it's rounded up.
All right. So we find out transportation, we find out labor cost. Right? So only two things left. So we find out the two of this already. So the last thing we're going to do is a markup. But next we have to do now is add up everything together that we get so far, including
Yes,
packaging,
Mister, when
because
you add up everything, you're going to add $850 for the package.
right, and then now we do the markup after. So the markup stays for last. So when we add up everything, then we mark up everything. Because you know what it say, it never say a food cost down the bottom, you know. It just say on cost. So that means that we have to find out, add up everything now what we
Everything.
work out.
Mhm.
And then we mark it up in order for us to make a profit. Alright? So let us get to that now. So let us add now. So we're adding now final total. You see how much working out for one question? So we now have to just take it step by step. Final total food costs. So we have the 19,000. What is the next one we're adding in there? What's the next figure we're adding?
Mr. 7,686.
Good. We're adding this 7,686. What is the next figure we're adding?
0.44.
Yeah, man. What's the next thing we're adding?
Means we're going to add the transport cost as well.
Right. Which is?
$1,153.
All right. What is the next one?
And the $850 for the
Which is what?
Packaging.
the packaging.
Packaging. Excellent. But I'm gonna tell somebody oh my God, it sound like you're learning something, man. Good. Add up everything now. Let's get the full cost.
Miss, so the full cost is $28,905.60.
Great. So
Somebody else double check that, please.
somebody else can do another check. So great. So this is where now, and let me know.
This is correct.
All right. So the next thing now is going to be the markup. Going to do the markup next. How much is the percentage is the markup?
30%.
30% markup. So what are we going to do with the 30% now?
30
Divided by 100 and then you times it by that would just get
final total food cost.
All right. So it is a 28.
Mr.
no, Mr. 30.
30%.
30, yeah,
All right.
divided by 30.
Sorry.
So 100,
Right.
I should say.
Right. And
Times
then we times it by the
28,905.60.
all right. So what does that give us?
$20,905.60. It's $8,671.70.
All right. So that's a markup. But what do we do with this figure now? This markup figure.
To final total food cost.
Great. But I'm gonna tell you, I like the class today. I liking it today. All right, let's bring up the markup up here. So now we're going to be adding it now. us.
For the final food cost.
So what does that give us now?
$37,577.30.
577 and
30 cents.
30 cents. Good. And there you go. That would be your, that's how the question will end or should end.
Yes.
There's a
Let's
lot
say
to
a
go through,
question
don't
like
it?
this, how much mark you would get for a question like
About
this?
20 marks, probably about a 20 or so. About a 20
Miss, it
mark.
Because I will leave for work.
It is only for working out. Yes?
Miss,
What
can
you
you
say?
repeat the last part of it, please?
Or the markup part? That's all right?
Yes, Miss.
All right, so we'll find the markup of the total food cost, right? Which was the 28. You know how we got the 28,000, right?
Yes, Miss.
Right, so you do the markup and we got the $8,671.70, and then we added it in order to find our full total, call the markup, because you want to find out what after the markup, the cost after the markup, and then they give us, we add it now to the $28,905.60, and we got the $37,577.30.
Okay, Miss.
Right.
Miss, what exactly is the markup?
The markup is, it's like you want to make, it's more like a profit, a percentage in order to make a profit on your thing, right? The markup is for you to bring up your cost in order for you to make a profit. So you
Means in
mark
other
it
words,
up
it would be like the GCT that you're adding.
I wouldn't call it GCT because I would more call it like let me see what's another word we can use for markup. I would more call it Miss Brown. Miss Brown is around there. Oh, what I got ask us? All right, let me see if we can find another word for markup. I don't know. I'm gonna try to find a word to make it see if okay, well, increase then, or your, it could be right, a 30% increase, or a 30%, could I call it gross? Yes, a 30% increase, because probably could be another word for it. So you have a 30% increase on your cost in order for you to get a profit. So it's like, you know, it's like that. That's best as me can explain it. You want to make profit, so you have to just give it a markup. You have to mark it up. You have to bring it up. In any business at all, you want to make a profit. So you have to put a percentage to it. So you still don't want to overcharge persons, but you don't want to but you also want to you want to make a profit. So you're trying to make a profit on whatever your on your costs. On your
Definitely.
Mr.
come
Like,
again?
This is just to ensure that you get a profit, definitely.
Definitely right. So you put out your market up a little, give it out a percentage. Yes, go ahead.
Mr. Like, for example, if a person, so for example, a person buys like a pack of panties, for example, and you know, say it doesn't come in the pack, and they bought it
Right.
for $1,000, and then like they said that they're not going to sell it for less than 150, but they might sell it for $200. Would that still be the markup? Because then
Right. They did a
you
markup
would be
on it.
definite that they're
Exactly.
going to Mister, it's like
They-
definite that they're not going to sell it under the 150. So in that the case, they would make a profit, but they're going to sell it for like 200. So like if
Right.
to ask for a
Profit there.
discount, they'd say 150, but they still know that they're making a profit. Am I making sense?
Exactly. So they did a markup on it, but they did a markup on it. So let's say your case, so they bought it for $100 for one, but they sell it for 200. That markup there is 100% markup there, so you know, because if you buy it for 100 and you're selling it for two, is a 100% markup there. You see, because if you end up again $200 for one, you buy for 100. Yeah, you see you see where the percentage comes there?
Practically
Yeah.
getting back the money that you bought it for, so that's 100% profit. Understood.
Right, so the 100% profit they make. So here, so now we are making a 30% profit on our costs, on our something here, a 30% profit. I remember, you know, when it come on to food, you know, when it come on to food, we can't mark it up too much, you know, because people not going to buy it. So we have to also keep that in mind. So the percentage in which you do a profit per or a markup, you have to be very careful because you know that if you go on over too much, we are not able to sell the items as all we would want them. So you have to watch that. And normally markup don't really go too much when it come on to food. It don't go over 40% really. They don't really go over 40% for markup.
And it's a KFC, miss.
Huh?
Unless it's
Come,
KFC.
oh, you know what markup is on KFC. We don't know how much them food costs them to make. We don't know how much them food costs them to make.
For sure,
Remember, you know,
that them 50, because them thief.
we don't know how much purses them cost. So we have to look at that. So it's the same. You have to treat it no same way. You know, look at how right. So when you go market, no, you know, and then no, if you don't go in only no own business, you know, it's the same way you have to treat it. How much I'm buying it for? So how much am I going to be selling it for? And how much percentage profit would I make? Bear those things in mind. Any questions for clarity? Because we're going to wrap up for today. I'm going to send you a question similar to this later down. And for you to please, I'm asking and imploring on you young people, practice the working out. Listen back to the recording.
Miss
Right?
question. When
Yeah?
we're in exam, are they going to allow us to use calculators?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You're going to, because it's a lot of working out. You're going to need calculators.
Miss,
Especially like when I break it down, you know,
never
some
put me.
come again?
Nothing.
I didn't hear what you said. You see, all right, so are we okay? Are we? So listen up, everybody. I am going to be, so we're going to wrap up for today. I think it was a very good class. What are your thoughts?
Agree.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, good. So what we are going, as I said, I'm going to send you the recording back. I'm going to send you a similar question. And you please, and I look here, let me give you my deadline. Well, today's Thursday. By Tuesday morning, I would want to see the working out. I do not want you to send me not the night before or the morning. I'm not going to be able to look over it. So I must get it back by Tuesday morning. Am I clear? Are we understand?
Yes, miss.
Yes.
I must get it by Tuesday morning. I am not going to be able to look back over it. I'm not going to look at anything in my email Wednesday night for Thursday morning class. No, it's not going to work like that. So giving you a little time, Tuesday morning bright and early. I need to see my email up. So, and you see the questions and so on. So please, I implore you to do the working out. And practice. The more you practice it, the better it is for you. the more you practice. So what we did today, I'm going to send you back as well. I'm going to send you back that as well. What we did today, the working out, I'm going to send you that as well. We're going to send you everything. All right, and it's not something there is a link to the video. I'm going to be sending the link. It is going to be a YouTube link. Say look for the YouTube link plus the working out and everything. By tonight, I should be able to send you that YouTube link for today's class. That's my way forward. That's my way forward. I find it much easier than to download and then, you know, people can always forward the link. Easy, easy, easy. What happened to Alia? Alia get bounced off. All right, everyone. So, if there not be any questions or any clarity, we will finish for today and we pick up back next week. And if you have anything, if you want to be clear on anything, you can always email me, or if you come by when you have a practical or so, you can always check me and we can discuss it. Please bring your questions, any question you need to ask for clarity, anything at all. Don't hesitate to ask. And I'm imploring you again, please send in your practical pictures and your time plans.
Mrs. You must send it too.
Okay, right now, anyway we get it, we want it.
Okay, miss.
Because it is obvious, right? Anyhow we get it, we want it. We need it. So if you send it to the heart instructor email, it no matter. What you can do is now when you send it, now you come and say, Miss Cole, these are the things that I sent. Can you print them for me so I can put it together? Understand?
Yes, miss.
Tell Cara, well, Cara, it can come, but I won't be here tomorrow. Won't be here tomorrow. But email everything, man. Just email it, fix it together, email it, and I'll definitely, I will definitely print them out for you. I do have no problem printing them out, you know. If everybody send it, I'll print them. But just when you send it to Miss Cola, send it. So can you print it, please? Me not have no problem printing it.
Thanks, miss.
We're all in this thing together. So please try getting the things together. Send it, and when you send it now, when you look something there, we'll put it together. All right?
Yes, miss.
All right, everyone. Have a good day. Stay safe.
Same to you, miss. Thank you.
All right. All right, everybody. I am going to log off now. Have a
Okay.
good day.
You too.
I see Alia got kicked out, so just tell Alia cut the class end for me, okay?
Yes, miss.
All right. And guys, good job today. I really enjoyed the class today myself.